So I waiting for my iron to warm up, so I decided to show you some stuff. I put this little 1/8" uh 45 on here, little triangle on here. I'm gonna put one on the bottom too. So when the elevator comes up, it gives us something for the wind to come off of. It won't want to go down in that valley. It'll hopefully shoot off better. I just made this out of bring it out of here. Just a piece of scrap, and I just clamp it between my foam and my board and put it, mark an 1/8" back, and just take a piece of sanding block and put this next to the board, put this under the styrofoam, and I just sand it to the line on a 45, and so I can hit that line and then hit the line up there, and that helps you get that little taper instead of trying to go buy some. It'll take you longer to buy it than it is to make it. Like I said, I got this side, the bottom covered. I have not done the top, and I got this sanded better now. I think I still need to thin this bottom side out a little bit on both sides. And I think this one here, when I take my straight edge and set on here, this one dips. This piece out here is dipping. It's dipping down. If I go to this one, it's pretty much right level, and it looks better on this side. So I'm thinking on this one here, I'm going to have to try to cut this off and redo this piece and try to bend it up a little bit, because it's leaning down. When I put this elevator on there, the elevator's flush with this, but by the time you get out here, this is below the elevator. The elevator's up higher, so this is dipping down, so I got to fix that. And like I said, I still haven't glued these in yet. They're tight, but there's carbon fiber tubes in here, and I still have to glue these on so I can fill all of this, wood fill this, and epoxy it together, and wood fill it and get it sanded yet. So, but I didn't feel like doing a bunch of more sanding tonight, so I decided to jump on the Oratex. I think my iron's warm enough now. We'll get on that. All right, let's try this again. Make sure where I'm at here. All right, there's that one. This stuff is like really super hard to cut. I don't know if you guys seen that on there. I mean, it's harder to cut than the silk when you silk and dope. Only thing about this, it's way faster than silk and dope. I mean, obviously, because you're just like ironing on like you would. But this stuff is it's strong, way stronger than in the conventional covering, the plastic covering. I don't want to stretch this too much because I don't want to twist it. So that's why if the bubbles come back in it, that's fine because I don't want it to twist this out of shape until I get the other side covered. Then I'll come back and heat the whole thing up and get it more. So there you go. That's how we're coming along on the Corsair. The fiberglass is going to take a lot longer. So, but get these done. I still got that was the bottom. I got to do the tops. Welcome back to Hurley's Hobbies. So I've been working on the Corsair. I I showed you I started covering these. I got both sides completely covered. I still got to put the lines in them. But before I got to that, um, I still haven't epoxied these together yet, either side. I've been working on trying to get everything set before I did that. This side here, I did it on the plane. I just cut down 3/4 of the way through it, lifted up, and glued it back together. And so now they're lined up. They look good. I still got to finish sanding these. You know, once I get everything epoxied, I can go through and sand this so it's all level. The same with this side. This side's worse than this side is. And I've been working on the rudder. I had a pretty big gap. I mean, you could see it was almost a 1/4 inch gap between here and the rudder. Right now, I can't put it on there because it's like too tight. I need to sand this down, resand the sides, and get it back to where that needs to be. And from setting, I don't know if it's from setting or what, but my rudder had a twist in it. It was twisted. I don't want to try to twist it now, but it had a really bad twist in it. So I took it and set my sanding block down. Let's see if you guys can even see down there. Yeah, took my sanding block down and I put it on the edge of here, and I soaked it with Windex. Soaked it with Windex, set it down, put weight on here, and then put the weight over here because it needed to twist that way, like that. So I added a whole bunch of my 1, 2, 3 blocks on this side, some 1, 2, 3 blocks up here, let it set overnight, and now it's straight. It got the twist out of it when that Windex softens the wood, and then when it dries out, it straightens it out. So I got that problem solved. So now I'll make sure when I put the covering on it, I don't put a twist back in it. Got to be careful on how I put the covering on. So that's what I've been working on. Like I say, these I got to go put all the rib lines in it on both of them, on both sides. And when I get to that, I'll show you how I do it. And pretty much the same as the Bossy USA quarter scale cub. You just run along the ribs. So that's what I've been working on.